What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This episode number 15, and we start today's episode off in the Europa League round of 16 here. We have a tie against Napoli, and these are the two games of the episode. And guys, seriously, if you want to pause the video, get yourself a drink, make yourself something to eat, feel free, because this is a fantastic tie here against Napoli, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy it every single second. It's a great tie, and I really hope you enjoy it. But yeah, we do take on Napoli for the first game of the episode here, the first of two games, taking on Napoli in the round of 16 Europa League, and this really was going to be a magical night here at Carrow Road, because of course against Sevilla we lost by 4-3, yet we still made it through after an away win. But we made such hard work of it. I came into this game here against Benitez's men, I knew we had to do better than last time, otherwise Napoli really would punish us. So in the first few minutes we had the first chance of the game, when Chalobah gave it to Redmond down left hand side here. He cuts onto his strong right foot, but his shot is well saved by Raphael. So a great start here, testing the goalkeeper early, and 10 minutes later Townsend collects the ball, skips past Maggio, fantastic piece of dribbling by Townsend, goes down the left hand side here, tries to catch keeper out the near post, but again Raphael stands strong and palms the ball away. So still 0-0 here, but again it's a great chance as Redmond chips the ball over to Anthony here, takes on Raul Albiol, takes a shot from just outside the area, but again Raphael makes a great save. He was really in action early on, but Napoli failed to clear it. It came to Redmond with the fake shot, cuts onto his right foot, but the shot balloons over the bar. But it's a great start. We really were the best team in the first half. Napoli weren't really in it, but in the 51st minute he had a great chance here. Higuain with a great volley, and what an amazing save by Jack Butland. I mean, when you deny a striker of Higuain's class, you know, when you make him put his hands on his head, you know you've made a great save. What an absolutely superb stop by Butland to deny Higuain, and it was still 0-0. And a few minutes later Leroy Fer finds Gary Hooper, great first time ball to Anthony, takes on Raul Albiol, beats him for pace here, rolls it through to Gary Hooper, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he puts the ball wide. Really good chance for Hooper, and he didn't take it. In the 72nd minute though, it was Napoli coming through again. Hamsik rolls it through to Barami, goes all the way to the left hand side, great save by Butland, and then Smalling gets the ball off the line. So Chris Smalling and Butland there bailing us out, still 0-0. But in the 84th minute the warning signs were flashing, and when Torres released Hamsik, the Slovakian put the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0 to Napoli with 6 minutes to go. It was absolutely heartbreaking here. Of course we still had another leg and we still had 6 minutes in the game, but even so it was just so frustrating to see Hamsik put the ball in there. 1-0 to Napoli, and it was all them up until the final whistle really. He see Torres releasing Barami, should have made it 2-0 here, and that surely would have secured the tie for Napoli. But from the goal kick, Jack Butler gives the ball to Callum Chambers. Chambers collects it and gives it to Nathan Redmond. Redmond feeds it to Ross Barkley in the centre of the pitch, flicks it up unintentionally and gives it to Olsen, our fullback. Takes on his man, beats him here, goes down the centre. Great chance for Olsen as he rolls the ball out wide to Dale Jennings. Jennings on form at the moment, collects the ball, cuts onto his right foot, takes aim. Good save by the goalkeeper, but Olsen puts the ball into the back of the net. It's 1-1. But sadly the linesman has his flag up and it is ruled offside, and correctly so. Jennings with a great strike, well saved by the goalkeeper. Olsen puts it in, but as you can see by the lines on the pitch, Olsen was indeed offside. So sadly we do lose the first leg. Just like against Sevilla we lost the first leg, we won away in Spain, so you know, I thought maybe we could do it again, but even so, no, Napoli collect it, and it's a real shame because we were the better team. Against Sevilla we got dominated, but in this game we were the better team, and we didn't take any of the many chances we had, and sadly Napoli collect the win in the first leg of the tie, and that gives them a huge chance of going through. There was no weekend game thankfully for us, which meant that coming into this one against Napoli away from home in Italy, there was a fully fit side we could play here. There was no need to rest any players. We did have a game on the weekend obviously, but in general we didn't have to rest any players, so I didn't basically. I just thought I'd just play the exact first team as we could, the best first team we could, because you know, why not? I mean, you know, as I've said, the league is the main priority for me. As much as I want to win the Europa League, the league is the main priority. Qualifying for the Champions League is the main priority. But even so, when there's, you know, a chance to get through to the Europa League quarterfinals, you know, you're not going to pick a weaker team. So coming into this game here, I was feeling very pessimistic, sadly, because, you know, despite the fact we dominated at Carrow Road, I thought this would be a completely different ball game, and I thought, you know, away in Italy, Napoli would probably get the better of us in this leg as well. And in the 4th minute they had a great chance to make it 1-0 early on. Higuain rolls the ball out wide here to I'm not sure who it was, Zuniga maybe down the left hand side. He crosses the ball in eventually towards Higuain. Great diving header, and he hits the post. So in the first 5 minutes, Napoli could have been 1-0 up, and they should have been really. But 10 minutes after that, Leroy Fer collects the ball here and rolls it through to Gary Hooper. Hooper rolls it through to Redmond down the left-hand side here, takes on his man, gets onto his right foot here, tries to take aim from outside the area, does just that, and it's just wide the post. What a goal that would have been by Redmond, but it's still 0-0. But a few minutes after that, Anthony collects the ball here, wins it back from the Napoli player, storms down the right-hand side, uses his pace, cuts inside, gets a chance here as he rolls it through to Gary Hooper. What a chance for Hooper. No, good save by the goalkeeper, and Anthony's cross is straight into the keeper's hand. So still 0-0. Unfortunately, Hooper couldn't make the most of that chance. And in the 43rd minute, Ross Barkley collects the ball here, gives it to Townsend down the right hand side. Townsend cuts onto his left foot, takes aim from just inside the area, but it's a tame shot and Raphael has no problem with it. We made a substitution here. Jennings, the hero so far, comes on for Russell Martin, and then we made another one. Odelusi comes on for Barkley as Torres came on for Higuain. And after that, we took off Luke Shaw and brought on Billy Sharp. So we had so many strikers on the pitch because we needed that goal or else we would be going out. And with 4 minutes to go, Napoli spurned a great chance here on the break to hit us and secure the win and their ticket into the next round, the Europa League. Odelusi collects the ball here, chips it outside to Anthony, takes on Garay, beats him here, takes aim from just outside the area. It hits the post, but it comes to Dale Jennings off the bench. What can this guy not do? I mean, it's absolutely incredible. Jennings, what an incredible fortnight this guy is having. You know, hero of the Capital One Cup final, scores twice and wins us the game against Everton, and now he scores the goal, which is surely going to take us into extra time. But I mean, I just had to show you this on the team management. Look at how many forwards we had here. Smalling and Basong and Leroy Fer were the only outfield players that weren't, you know, frontmen, you know, or wide wingers. So it was ridiculous. We had so many attacking players out there, and in injury time, Torres had an amazing chance to secure the win for Napoli, give us a real sucker punch there, but instead he put the ball wide, and thankfully he did, because that meant the game would indeed go into extra time. So another 30 minutes of football here in this incredible tie. Jennings in the 88th minute secures that extra 30 minutes of football, and the dream of still winning the Europa League is still alive. But straight from kickoff in extra time here, Napoli collect the ball. Vitali collects it and throws it through down the left hand side. First time crossing, and the volley goes just wide. What a fantastic chance for Napoli. That was a free volley at the far post, but it's still 1-0. But in the 116th minute, there was a real heart and mouth moment. Odelusi gives the ball away, and look at this from Redmond, who I had playing right back at this stage. It's a clumsy challenge. He slid in. It was my fault. I was just so tense. I just had to press square. I was afraid he was going to take a first time shot and score at the near post. But look at this for a clumsy challenge by Redmond, and the referee gave a free kick and not a penalty. I thought it was a penalty on first inspection, but it seems he fell into the box from outside of it. But what a chance that was, and it really was a heart and mouth moment. But yeah, Hamsik wastes an amazing chance of a free kick. Butland collects it, waits for his men to get out of the box before giving it to Gary Hooper. Hooper finds Odelusi. What a great chip through ball to Billy Sharp, one of our other substitutes, down the right hand side here. He doesn't have a lot of options here as he goes into the box, tries to take aim at the near post, and what an amazing goal that would have been. It curled so much and it just fizzed outside of the far post, and that would have won us the tie. But sadly it did indeed finish at 1-0, which meant that penalties would decide who would be going through to the quarterfinals of the Europa League. So it really was going to be as tense as you like. I mean, you know, right now we've had 2 penalty shootouts in this series. We've won one with Norwich. We beat Swansea in the Capital. I think it was Swansea, was it? In the Capital One Cup last season, on the road to winning that. And we had one with Spain more recently in the World Cup in the semi-finals, which we lost when we were with Belgium. So coming into the penalties, it was a mixed bag. I didn't know how to feel, but I was just really hopeful I'd get off to a good start. But sadly, Hamsik's penalty was absolutely incredible, and Butland, despite diving the right way, couldn't get a hand to it. 1-0 to Napoli. Then Leroy first stepped up here for us, and he also scores 2 fantastic penalties. Goalkeepers both diving the right way, but had no chance of getting to them, both right in the top corner. Then Garay stepped up here for Napoli, the Argentine centre-half, and he also scores. So again, Butland dives the right way, but again, he just can't get any contact on it. Then Gary Hooper steps up here, the former Celtic man. Can he score? No, he can't. The Napoli keeper pulls off the save. I don't know what it is about Gary Hooper, guys. I just don't get on with him very well. But Napoli 2, Norwich 1. Indler then stepped up here, Napoli's number 88, and he puts the ball down the middle, 3-1 to Napoli, and as things stood, there was no revival for us. We were looking completely out of it here. Anthony then stepped up. He had to score for us, and he did. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, puts us right back in this penalty shootout, 3-2 here. Then Torres steps up for Napoli. Can he score from the spot, the former Chelsea and Liverpool striker? No, he can't. He sends Butland the wrong way, but hits the bar, which gives us a real chance to level things up here in the penalty shootout. Billy Sharp takes his time, steps up, and puts the ball into the back of the net. Very, very hard in mouth. I thought the ball was going to hit the bar there, but even so, it does go in. 3-3 here. Then Barami steps up for Napoli. Can he make it 4-3? Steps up against Butland and chips the ball down the centre. Butland catches the ball, and that means that we have a chance to go through to the Europa League quarterfinals. We look completely out of this penalty shootout of 3-1, but now Dale Jennings had the chance to send us through. The hero is still a hero. Jennings sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. It puts us through to the Europa League quarterfinals against all odds. Absolutely incredible. Such drama in this tie, you know, despite there being only 2 goals. I mean, it was such an amazing Europa League tie. We're through to the quarterfinals on penalties. Dale Jennings could not be more of a hero at the moment. 2 goals in the Capital One Cup final. Gets the winner. Well, both goals against Everton to win us that game, and in general he's just been amazing. So, you know, he took us into extra time and then he kicks the winning penalty. Absolutely incredible. We're through to the Europa League quarterfinals and we're going to be taking on Galatasaray, so look forward to that. I'm sure that'll be just as exciting as that tie was. And we then have some European qualifiers here. The first game was against Hungary, which we won by 2-1, so great to get off to a winning start in the first of 2 European qualifiers here with Belgium. And after that, I thought I'd show you the table. After you see Martin Olsen's email here, I thought I'd show you the table of the qualifiers so far. As things stand, we're still in 3rd place. We're 1 point behind Czech Republic, and we are 3 points behind Spain. So coming into this game against Spain here, it really was must win. It was a must win game basically. Czech Republic had Wales, and we had Spain. If we lost this game, we're basically out. If we draw this game, we may as well be out as well. So coming into this game, I was actually really nervous because although international football is not as important as club football, I still want to qualify for the Euros. And we took on Spain, and it was the 73rd minute before the first goal went in. Bacardi got the goal, and it was the only goal of the game. So thankfully for us, we collect the win over Spain, but it still means we're in 3rd place. Spain are ahead of us on goal difference, and then Czech Republic topped the group by a single point. So the last 2 games are must-win games, and it really is tense in this group at the moment. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching today's video. The last thing you'll see is a youth player says he wants out of his contract. Is Jake Foderingham, the first youth player we ever signed in this series. So we go and give him a contract. He looks really bad, but I don't want to see him leave on a leave and go to another club. So as always, guys, a big thank you for watching today's video. I really do hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have, please leave a like. That's much appreciated, and it really does help my channel out, and it only takes a second. And I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode tomorrow evening.